Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of our 1.19 survival let's play series. And wow, I am absolutely blown away. We just passed, oh my god, hello, you're close. We just literally passed 100 subscribers on this channel that I started a couple weeks ago. What? In the last episode, we ended up building this beautiful, cute, cozy little animal pen, and we also built the start of our little farm area. It's going to expand all the way out here. We're going to kind of treat it like a rolling pastures of like a medieval field, but adapted to like a swamp, which that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. And I did expand it a little bit off camera between episodes as I was gathering supplies for what we're going to do in this episode. And I am really, really excited for what we have in store for this episode. I think we are only going to do one thing in this episode. I've already been planning stuff out in creative mode for this build. I'm ready to just dive into it. So if you look over here, we got a few chests. And in those chests is a lot of time. This took so long to gather. I actually don't know if we're going to use all of it for the build that we're going to be doing today, but we're definitely probably going to use up all the dark oak, all the oak, maybe half of the birch, and maybe half, a stack and a half of the jungle. I don't think we're going to use acacia for this build, even though I spent 30 minutes gathering all this acacia wood. We're probably not going to use bricks, even though I was experimenting with it, and we're going to scatter some mud in there. It's just going to be a whole vibe. And also, we're going to do a little bit of terraforming. I gathered up all this dirt. Didn't take too long, unless I underestimated what I'm going to need, even though I planned it out in creative. We should have everything that we need, and we're not going to have to do a supply run, but if we have to do that, I'll just do that off camera again, because I don't think you want to watch time lapses upon time lapses. We're just going to work with what we got, but yeah, I think it's about time that we get started on today's project after we sleep, because it's almost time for that. However, the new build that we're going to be working with is going to go right here. As I was building this, I mentioned how, we had a couple of visitors over here that kind of discouraged me from building in this general region, but they're gone. They are gone, and we're going to build here. And we are going to massively level up this little pen area into a full stables and animal pen area, and it's just gonna be great. And technically I've only planned out half of it, so this may take a while, but I'm gonna cut through it quickly, as I said, because I don't think you guys want to sit through all of that building. This is not a long play. So I was looking at this little shape that we have here, and I thought it was really cool if we could kind of tuck something in here and then build a building on top of this little raised area that's kind of like a crescent shape. I think I figured out a really cool solution. We're gonna seal up all of this water, not all that water, oh my god, but we're gonna seal up all this, kind of create a little bit of a shoreline, seal up all of this water, terraform this little crescent shape a little bit. That's why I gathered all of that dirt. And then I think quickly after that, you're gonna probably see what kind of vibe this build is going to be. And God, I'm so excited for it. So let's go get our supplies and just dive right in. Let's go. Actually, hang on, wait. I do have one more thing to show you before we dive into this build. We do have a savanna over there like you guys saw on the last episode. However, there's also, if you remember, a shattered savanna over here. And just beyond that, there is more savanna. I have to show you guys what I found when I went collecting wood. I'm gonna take an adventure bed because it's a little ways over there. In the series so far, I have been known to get sidetracked on adventures and wandering around quite frequently. However, this is one of those adventures that I need to take you guys on, because it truly is something special. In the first 1 and 2 episodes, we spent a few minutes gawking at the beauty of the shattered savanna. I naively thought that this was going to be our shattered savanna, this was going to be it. But oh no. No. I went exploring over here. If I would have sailed a couple more feet over here, I would have seen this, which is just incredible. But then I look to the right, and there's even more. That's not even the most insane part. So if we continue through this little pillar area, which is mind-blowing in and of itself, right? More of these things. More of these insane... Oop, creeper, don't see me, don't notice me, don't mind me, don't mind me. Oop, skeleton, don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me. I got to this end area, right? And I'm like, oh, cool. It just kind of like, this is how we kind of loop back into this one lake area. And then I turn around, and guys, you are not ready for what you're about to see. Are you kidding me? Perfect at sunset, too. Look at this area. Like, sheer cliff faces. Another just cliff face over here. Like, are you... How is this not perfect? I could just stand here and stare at this for days. And you know, all this stemmed from just wanting to find more acacia. Let's sleep so that no monsters can get us. But this is one of the main reasons why I love Minecraft so much, is because you get these just these landscapes, and they're just legitimately breathtaking. Like I wish I got my reaction to like all of this raw, but unfortunately I didn't. But like, there's more mangrove. It just doesn't end. It just keeps going. It's almost like oh my god, I didn't see this before. I'm sorry, I hope you guys don't mind me kind of like freaking out over this, but it's just way too good. And hang on, I do see a way through this mountain. Of course, you know I have to take it. What? Guys. I'm glad I didn't leave this to the end of the episode, so that we could like properly explore this when I have a lot of energy. Is this not like amplified terrain, just in normal survival? Look at the height difference, right? Like, glow squid. Just casually glow squid chilling there. We gotta be careful where we step. Ah. What? How do we get so lucky with this seed? Hey, so YourHumanThorc here, once again. Past Thorc did a whoopsie. A couple of you said that you really liked the Past Thorc, YourHumanThorc bit, so I'm gonna run with it. But yeah, as I was getting wrapped up in recording, I totally got sidetracked in the beginning of the episode because I meant to share the seed. A couple of you really wanted me to share the seed, and I'm like, in the next episode, episode 3, it's coming. And because Past Thorc got too wrapped up in the build and the environment, I didn't record that bit, so we're gonna do this bit instead. So if you have been wanting to know what the seed is for this amazing world, here it is on screen now. Feel free to use it to play along, start your own world. If you create any builds or start a survival series of your own, be sure to tag me, DM me, do something, because I would love to see what you guys are building. I know that there will probably be tons and tons of talented builders in this community, and even if you're not like a builder yourself, still, if you want to just have fun in the seed, you have that option available as well. So, without further ado, I'm gonna kick it back to Past Thorc. Try not to get distracted again, alright? Alright? Cool. Alright, and we finally made it to the other side of this place, I think. I just want to see what's at like the end of this biome real quick. We have a desert. Fantastic. Oh, wait. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? I didn't mean for this to be another exploration episode. I really didn't. I have to go check that out. You know, reading your guys' comments on the last episode, or the last 2 episodes, has been really fun. And someone responded to a comment of like, why I just can't keep myself from exploring, right? And it's that drive of always wanting to see what's around the riverbend. And that's a really good way to put it. And I'm definitely being driven by the riverbend right now, you could say. We got... Wait. Or did a mesa try to spawn here and it just kind of like got cut off? Oh, village. Nice. I guess we have rails now. We have access to terracotta now as well. Is there any other... Oh, yep, there's the mesa. Okay. I think it would actually be wise to take refuge in this village. Oh, what's this? See? This stuff. This stuff is what I'm talking about. I always gotta see where they lead. Ooh, coral reef. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, especially with shaders. Let's just chill here. Sure, you can be there. I think that it's time to head out of here. Yeah, this looks like a future episode to explore. Alright, let's see what you got. Fancy hoe. Also, I don't know why no one does this. I just see people like, oh, a hoe, some iron, I like this, and then move on, and then just fucking, bro, take all of it, just, why not? It's a free chest, free wood. It is time. Oh, there's another village there. I mean, I don't have any room to take anything if I were to find it. I can't explore that right now, I'm sorry. It is overdue that we get back to our house and get started on building our build for this episode. I think I am just going to cut to when we are back home. So I'll see you there. I got a little bit off track. I wandered all the way over here instead of like through, because that's where we need to go. But we found our first little piece of bamboo. Nice. Alright, back on track. Whew, okay, that was an adventure. Let's go plant this bamboo. Some for decoration, some for farming. Got some beets as well. Just our little patch of beets over here. And might as well add some cactus over there. Oh, also I forgot to mention, we got some big flowers. Let's see, where do you go? One there. We'll save the rest for this build that we're doing. Let's put our adventure bed back. Let's see, where do I put you? Yeah, I guess so. This place needs a lot of interior work, which that could be an episode on its own. And I don't think I'm going to do the interior of the build that we're planning for today's episode either. So really, interiors could be an episode all of their own, because I definitely am not that good at it. I'm more so better at the exterior and decorating the shell of whatever I'm doing. Can I put a propagule in this? I can! Oh, that's awesome! Can this look like a stem? Kinda? Not really. But it does look cool. And eventually we will get some diamonds and a fourth piece of obsidian so that we can get enchanting. I do want to get that up and running fairly soon here. But I think if you've been paying any attention to this series, it will be very obvious that I am not a speedrunner of any sort. I more so enjoy just taking my time, doing the small cozy little builds that make me happy. Don't worry, we're gonna do all the fancy stuff too, but in our own time. Okay. How long was this like this? Excuse me. Oh, and it's raining. Perfect. How long was this like this, and why didn't you guys tell me? Much better. Much better. I am going to gather up some of the supplies and start marking out a foundation, start terraforming. I'm gonna be cutting most of it out. I do enjoy watching people build. However, there's going to be a lot of fumbling around. I don't have flying. I don't have cheats at all in this world. So it's going to take like twice as long. And if I mess up one measurement, then it's going to take 3 times as long. You know, I do hope that the end will be worth it. So like I said, I'm going to terraform this area, start planning stuff out, cut in when things get interesting, cut out what isn't interesting, and maybe just pop through at random times to do some commentary. So that sounds like a plan. Let's get started. Okay guys, so I think I've got all the basic planning of this thing done, and let me tell you, it took a while. So with all the basic pillars in place, that's the plan. It's not the biggest, but it's definitely bigger than that, and it's certainly bigger than that. I am going to get the support pillars in 3, 2, and 1. And there we go. I had to remeasure like 3 times. I'm not even sure, frankly, if this is correct, but I'm just gonna assume and have faith that it is, because I really need to get this episode done and out. I'm already gonna be running late again, because I know that there's actually people, you know, waiting on these episodes now, and they want them in a timely manner, but sometimes technology just does not cooperate, and sometimes it just gets a bit tricky, but I am trying my best, I swear. And now comes the bit of actually putting in the details, which, if I did my measurements, then they should all fall into place, and it'll be all good, and you're gonna love it, and it's just gonna be really nice. All right, so let's get to it. I've learned a lot from this build, our first little starter house on texturing. Texturing is pretty new to me, but I figured out kind of the gist of it. You kind of want to scatter it a little bit. And generally you also want to have the darker colors toward the bottom. And so we're just basically going to go through this entire build, top to bottom, and essentially do what I just did here. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long, and it's just going to be a ton of like fine detailing that I can do off camera for the most part, or cut in and cut out when something interesting happens. And I won't pain you guys with showing you me trying to do the roof design, because that's very tedious. We're going to get the base of this in, and then we're going to detail it. Let's go. Alright, I think I have the outline of this building done, or of this roof done, and all of the necessary bits of wood filled in. These things are going to be windows up here. This is going to be a window. I think it's time that we actually put the roof in and finish this thing up and then do all the details. I'm really loving this. I might have gotten a little carried away with the details. Actually so pretty. Like I still have a little bit of detailing to go. I both do not have the words to describe this, and also I do not have the energy to describe this because I am exhausted. And what's wild is I understand that this, for some people, like pro YouTubers, is like, oh, just casually build this up in an episode, and like this is their like small build. Anyone who does that is psychotic, because this has drained me. I am actually in love with it though. I am probably going to finish the smaller details off camera. I'll probably just be adding some like shutters on the windows, something in the interior, or maybe the interiors can be their own episode in and of itself. I still have yet to do this interior. Maybe interiors can be an entire episode. This may look like a chill, like little zen yoga place, but I assure you it is a pasture. This is our new animal farm. I got this little patch of water because I thought it looked cute, but I think the only thing left that we have to do in this episode is to actually move in our animals. You, and you. Can we all fit through the door like civilized animals? Yeah. I thank you for behaving like civilized animals. If that was no problem, this should be no problem, right guys? Right? Right guys? Just gotta give them a little wiggle, and they're all good. Yeah, that's not even intentional, but it's like perfectly in line with the sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, I totally forgot. The entire reason why we built this place was to find a horse. We're not done yet. We're absolutely not done yet. In fact, we may be able to add on like a little stables area, like a little tucked in stables, and then like the horse can come out. I think that would be nice and cozy actually. That's just off the top of my head right now. I'm excited for that, and I'm also excited to go and find a horse. Hey, so Future Thorc here. I'm stepping in for Past Thorc yet again for the second time in this episode. However, I did want to chime in here because in these clips of me trying to find a horse, successfully by the way, my microphone just completely cut out. I couldn't get it to work. It's like the settings just completely reset themselves, but that's all the technical difficulties I'm gonna go on and on about in this episode. But you're here for the horse, I'm here for the horse, and when I tell you that this horse is one of the best horses that I have ever had, I will go on about it once I get my microphone back up and set up and working again. But look at these zoomies. Look at them. They are incredible. So incredible, in fact, that when I was trying to bring this horse home along with another horse that I end up finding here in just a little bit, they keep breaking the lead. They are so fast. Like, look at this. I can't keep them on the lead, so I had to resort to moonwalking backwards all the way home. But I decided that wasn't gonna work. Actually, this mangrove extended all the way to like the ocean, so I just wanted to go around real quick. It was gonna take a little bit longer, but there was no way that I was about to go through a mangrove with two horses on a lead. That wasn't happening. So we took the long way around, but we eventually got home in one piece, a-okay. And look at that little frog go. I couldn't resist. So now that we have a horse, I'm going to send it back to Pasture with a microphone now. Cool. Take it away. Alright, well, we have horses. And this guy, I think you are actually the fastest horse that I have ever had in Minecraft. Like, look at these zoomies. What? That's probably one of the fastest horses I probably could have found. Like, you're incredible. And because this is a series, I'm gonna leave the names for these two lovely creatures up to you. We don't have a name tag for any of you guys yet, but we'll get them. We'll get name tags. I mean, this episode we just found a mesa, which exposed mine shafts. Probably has tons of name tag potential. Yeah, I think we have a plan for like a stables, like a hidden basement stable area for next episode, or whenever I get around to it. I might not make a full episode out of it, but I'll probably show you guys me building it at some point. We have this beautiful stables area. We successfully moved all of our animals into here, and now we just have to really get cows, right? And it'll be all good. There's only one more thing that I want to do to finish off this episode before I forget about it for like literally forever. And that is spruce. I mentioned that I was gonna go get it, in episode 2. I did not. It is episode 3. I mentioned that I was going to go get it now. I did not so far, so that's what we're gonna go do. For all the wandering and exploring that I've done in this series so far, I don't think I have ventured over to where the spruce is yet. For all I know, this might be the only spruce that we have in the general vicinity, so I definitely want to go get some saplings. I don't even know if it's going to be like a full forest. It's just one little ridge, and that's it. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. That is interesting to say the least. So technically, I really couldn't have used spruce for, oh my god, look at that. It looks so pretty off in the distance. I love this. I love this so much. Ooh, slime. Hello, slime. First slime of the world. Wow, wandering really does pay off, huh? That is right, we are in a swamp, which means tons of free slime. A farm that we could do since we have slime quite literally everywhere. A slime farm, and I saw a really interesting design for one. Most of the farms that I'll be doing in this series will absolutely be copied from other people, because I'm, like I said in episode 1, I'm no redstone wizard, but I do like the idea of making farms, and if I'm going to be doing a series on YouTube where I need to grind resources, farms are going to be pretty essential for saving me time and getting you guys episodes out faster. But let's finish getting a couple more pieces of spruce. Got bees all over the place. That's another thing we need to do, is do a bee farm. But yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't rely on spruce for building, because we would have been waiting a while to farm up all of the spruce and plant an entire forest. Like, that would have been wild. isn't it wild that we could also say that we have mined an entire spruce forest if we just mine a couple more trees? I'm gonna say wild a lot, but like, it's also wild that we spawned in next to this, right? It's not a full forest. It's not like a spruce forest or like a wintry biome. That's the other thing. We are heavily running out of tools. Either in between episodes or for next episode, we're gonna have to do a lot of mining. Let's get all the saplings we can. Yeah, we got 20 trees out of that. That's perfectly fine. Let us start planting a little bit of spruce by our home. Alright, so I wanted this spruce for just one quick, very specific reason. I think that put the finishing touches on this thing pretty nicely. Alright, if I'm missing anything now, I'm not gonna be able to see it until you guys point it out to me, so if I did miss something, yeah, let me know. I think that's the episode. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate your time. I'm so glad that I'm not shouting into a void and that you guys really actually do love this series. It's really nice and really motivating and all that stuff. I don't think I would have put nearly as much effort and time into this build if there wasn't anybody watching, and honestly it means so much. And also, as per usual, I don't want this to become a usual. I am sorry for the delay on the episode release. I am shooting for Tuesdays. Technical difficulties and stuff, and it's just a whole thing. I hope this was worth the wait. I hope the aesthetics and all the prettiness of this area was worth it. And also thank you for really pushing us almost to the 200 subscriber mark. We're at like 178 right now, so like 20 away literally. It's absurd. You guys are crazy. The first episode is closing in on like 2,000 views, which I'm just overwhelmed, you guys. I'm gonna say it every single episode. Thank you for being here. It truly means so much. The next episode, at the moment, I don't really know. I did mention that I want to like improve like the stables and put something right here, like a little holding area beneath this one building, which that'll take a decent amount of work, not nearly as much as all of this, but I think it's going to require like a lot of stone and brick and all that kind of stuff, which is stuff that we do not have. That may mean that we may go mining next episode. I might do that off camera and then come back with a ton of supplies. We may improve this little pond area. We may do a farm. We may do an iron farm because, I mean, we found a village and we are short on iron for sure. I don't want to do an iron farm before we find diamonds though. I do want to spend a little bit of time doing normal Minecraft things and normal grinding. So as you're leaving name suggestions for these two beautiful creatures right there, also I guess let me know what you want to see me do in the next episode from where we're at. If it's mining, if it's a farm, if it's more building, I don't know. We're just gonna see how things go. And I guess I should start doing the normal YouTuber things at the end of my videos, huh? So like this video if you did like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully these won't be too sparsely spaced between upload dates, and share it with a friend who likes Minecraft and likes this kind of like cozy, small, chill vibe. With all that being said, see you guys in the next episode.